This time, let's bake my author's recipe for an extra creamy and very moist carrot apricot cake. I'm Violet. Let's cook with me. First, we will make a carrot walnut sponge cake. Pour 3 eggs into a deep bowl. Add 150 grams of sugar, 1 pocket of vanilla sugar, and a pinch of salt. The next step is to whip this mess with a hand mixer. It should increase in the volume and turn white. Whip for about 7-8 minutes. This will be the base for the fluffy layer. The next ingredient is 80 grams of vegetable oil. Slowly and smoothly mix it into the mess with a spatula. I already shoved 100 grams of walnuts and pour them into the bowl. All ingredients must be mixed gently so that the egg mixture doesn't collapse. Now it's a good time to add our base. This is 160 grams of finely grated fresh carrots. I had about 2 large carrots and mix everything gently again. Then mix dry ingredients separately. Add 6 grams of baking powder to 160 grams of flour and stir it with a spoon. After, sieve dry ingredients into the carrot mess. Finally, the finish kneading. Using a spatula, mix all the ingredients together with movements from the bottom to top. The dough should be runny but fluffy, therefore do not mix it too vigorously. Do this smoothly and carefully. I'm gonna bake the layer in a 20 cm square metal shape. Carefully pour the finished dough into it. If necessary, you can level the dough with a spatula so it doesn't have any bumps. Bake in a preheated to 170 degrees oven for 30 minutes. Take out the finished layer from the shape and let it chill completely. Now when the layer has cooled, you can cut it into 2 parts. I do this with a bread knife, but if you have a pastry string, that would be ideal. I remember that a long time ago, I used to cut layers with a simple piece of thread. We are done with the layers, so now we can move on to the cream. It will be a cream cheese frosting. For it, we will need 350 grams of cream and 160 grams of icing sugar. I pour everything into a deep bowl and start whipping the mixture with a hand mixer. Whip it for about 8-10 minutes until the cream becomes thick. The last ingredient will be 400 grams of cream cheese. I use salted cheese so that the cream would have a balanced sweet and salty taste. Then whip it for another 6-7 minutes until the cream becomes very fluffy and stable. But it's not all. I want to add a touch of freshness to the cake, so I'll put apricot jam between cream and layers. I'll need 230 grams of jam in total. I transferred the cream and jam into pastry bags for convenience, and now let's move on to assembling the cake. Squeeze the cream around the edge of the first cake layer. Draw 3 squares, so to speak, a larger one, a smaller one, and an even smaller one. Squeeze apricot jam in the spaces between the cream. In a sense, I fill these empty squares with jam. This filling arrangement is not only impressive but also practical. This way everyone will be able to try an equal amount of cream and jam. Cover with the second layer and now spread the rest of the cream evenly over the top of the cake. Since I'm going to decorate the cake, I need to cover it completely with cream. Smooth out the top and sides. The cake layer shouldn't be visible under the cream. The cake should be completely white. I choose coconut flakes for decoration. Sprinkle them on the sides of the cake. Yes, I know you're wondering why the coconut flakes are orange. It's simple. I added a little orange food coloring to simple white coconut flakes to make them unique. The decorations on top, it's my own creation. Halves of walnuts and gold glitter and carrots round with chocolate. If you need a sketch of the carrots, write about it in the comments and I'll scan it and send it to you by email. This is the carrot wonder I ended up with. The cake is so delicate and aromatic. The balance of flavors is simply incredible, from the sweetness of apricot to the saltiness of the cream and the spiciness of the carrot layer. All together, it's just an incredible symphony of flavors. If you don't know what to bake for a birthday party, this is a great idea for you. That's all for today. More recipes every Friday. See you next time. Big hug, yours Violet.